Hello and welcome to Little Workroom Crafts. My name is Davina and I live in the southeast coast of the UK. Today is Wednesday the 20th of May 2020 and this is episode 18. I always remember what episode, forget what episode we're on. So this is episode 18. What should I do? Well, it's a beautiful day today. They reckon that we should be getting some thunderstorms tomorrow, so I don't do thunderstorms. I don't do them at all actually, but there we go. I would like to quickly say there's a lovely lady that I've met at Barbara's day out, Sue, and it was her birthday at the weekend just gone, so I'd love to say happy birthday, Sue. Big hugs. Mwah! And I hope you had a lovely day, and can't wait to see you again hopefully soon at the next Barbara's day out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is down in the description box I will put where you can find me, because I'm on Instagram, Facebook now, and I have my own Little Workroom Crafts email address. And I would love to say, because I've had some new subscribers, so welcome to our little world on on YouTube, and also welcome back to all the lovely subscribers that have followed me right from the beginning. It is, you know, really lovely, and I love getting all your comments and so on. This morning at 6:30, because I was really keen and we're allowed to now, I got in the car and I drove down to the beach. So at the beginning of this you're going to see photographs of the beach, and there's a little video of the sea coming in, and I went for a little walk and it was beautiful down there, absolutely beautiful, and I'm definitely going to be doing that you know, hopefully nearly every day, because I can't walk far, but it's just lovely to go out and, you know, see the sea basically. If my old nan was here, bless her heart, she'd go, oh, you sleep well tonight with all the sea air, because it smelt lovely, absolutely lovely. It was the one thing I missed when I was traveling in the night for the whole of the 90s, and I used to come back to this little town like on average once a year, and that's the first thing you could smell was the sea when you'd been away, and it was beautiful. So yeah, really had a nice little stroll this morning. Okay then, so today we have a bit of knitting. I have no finished objects in knitting, but I'm going to show you progress with my cardigan, because I've started putting it, joining bits now, so it's making sense. So we've got knitting with a little bit of spinning. I've got my my drop spindles out, so I'm no expert or nothing on that. I just love playing really. And so we've got that knitting and spinning. We've got a little bit of dressmaking, and a little bit of sewing and some cross stitch. Yep, I think that's everything that I've written down. Yes, I think it is. Okay then, so I think we better hop right in. Oh, sorry, for a minute then I didn't think it was recording, but it is. Get worse, don't I? I couldn't see the time at the bottom. Anyway, I might have to take that bit out. Okay, right, let's go into the knitting, shall we? It's the heat. That's what I'm going to say. It's the heat. Okay then, as you all know, I am knitting Hoopy Ocatelli's pattern, which is the long line cardigan, which is this one, but I am doing it as a scrappy to use up all my bits and bobs, because that's what I love doing. I will a fortnight ago I had this piece of fabric that I'd knitted, and I, you know what I mean, it did not look nothing like a cardigan, but now the progress is coming along and it actually does look like, there's the, because it's got a big collar, so I'll flip that over like so. There's my shoulders, so I am actually really pleased with the way it's coming out. Now I can see that it's actually a cardigan. So there is my there's the armhole. So now I've just got to do a few inches there before the shaping and so on, and I am actually, as I said, really enjoying this now. And I can see I'm going to get a lot of wear out this one. There's not really, oh dear, I've dropped a bit of wool. I can't really say that there's anything more to say about it. This yarn here that I'm actually putting was gifted to me by my lovely friends Susan and Janice when they sent me the Janet, sorry, yeah, Judith, oh my gosh, when they sent me the gifts of the crochet tablecloths. So, and that's really going in well. It's beautiful yarn. It was a mini that they sent me, and it's just, the colors are just going so well together. So I'm really, really pleased, and I just get out every now and again and do some knitting on it. Okay, so that actually is all the knitting, because I haven't done anything on my shawl. The crochet blanket is coming along really nicely, but I don't want to show it every time. So when I get a bigger piece, then I'll show you how it's coming along. I'll do it that way, I think. So we'll go on to next will be the spinning. Okay, I haven't got a wheel. I would love a wheel, but they are very expensive. So I have got a couple of drop spindles. Now, my first drop spindle that I brought was a few years ago now, and I got it from Spin City because it's got the lovely flowers and that lot in. And I got it when I went to the Ali Pali one year. So yeah, but I've been playing around with it, and I thought, I don't know if I can do this, but I persevered. And as they say, you know, practice obviously makes, you know, get you there basically. And it just dropped, you know, literally the penny dropped. And yeah, I'm really, really enjoying it now. Now the fibre I'm using here, I did actually get this when Angie and I, not last year, the year before, went to the handmade fair. And this is, as I say, I'm just getting bits just to practice with, really, you know, and then hopefully one day when I do get a bit better, I will get some proper, you know, different fibres. I won't say proper because these are, you know. So this is from the Lace Knitting, and this is Shetland Natural Colours, grey, brown, black. And as I say, I got this from the handmade fair, and they are natural. And I also have got, that's ones I've mixed, there is more of a grey tone, so that was the 3 fibres. Okay, and as I say, I'm just playing really. So then I went and ordered myself, I would have liked some proper wooden ones, but these will do. As I say, I'm only playing to make some rolags, because I've noticed that people seem to be doing the drop spinning from a rolag, and I've been following YarnNYarns Angela. She is absolutely lovely, and she's from over in Wales, and she does, you know, a lot of drop spindle and stuff. And I noticed she was using the combs. So I got these little combs, and I've been combing the 2 colours together. So the dark and the light that I just showed you in the bag, I have been combing together to make a rolag, and it does actually come off. The fibre seems to come off, look a lot easier as I'm spinning. And now I've got my combs, I can actually you know, put 2 colours together and all that. So I'm really enjoying this. So hopefully by Christmas, I might even ask if Glenn says, do you want for Christmas? I'd like to get some wooden, the bigger carders, because I remember doing carding of fleece and that when I was at school. I was lucky that my needlework teacher, we actually learned the history of all this as well, and we actually had a go. So but as I say, these are working fine. These came on Monday actually, and I've been playing with them, but I would like a nice traditional wooden pair, I must admit. But I don't know if there's anything else I could really say. But yeah, I'm getting thinner. There is obviously thicker bits. I don't quite know what I'm going to do with it when it's all done, because that's what Glenn said. What you're going to make? I might make a hat or something if I get yarn. But I will say I did take off and this is my first little ball. I'm so chuffed. I've actually got a little ball. So but this was the very first, you know. So yeah, I haven't plied or nothing because I haven't got that far yet, so fingers crossed I might. And I do actually have another spindle. Now this one, it's really weird because I've gone and put the fleece on opposite spindles, because this is from Spin City and this fleece was from Spin City, and this fleece here is what I brought when I brought this. So, but I do like my wooden spindle. It's a bit lighter, so I find it seems to spin a bit better. But you know, there's nothing wrong with the Spin City one. You know, it works, but I just seem to prefer the spin on the wooden one. But this fleece is one from, say, I brought this years ago when I brought my spindle from Spin City, and absolutely beautiful. It's got a bit of stellina in it, so but yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's nice to just sit, and I'll see if I can do 10-15 minutes a day just to get, you know, just to get the practice in, really, more than anything, because I'm fascinated with it all. And then hopefully one day, you know, I'll come across a second-hand pretty reasonably priced wheel, and because I'd love to, I've never even had a go on a wheel. I really would love to just have a, you know, have a go and have one. I really would. But you know, this is where apparently this is where it all started. There's loads of tutorials on online, as I say, and Angela from YarnNYarns, she has just done and I think she did some in her Vlogtober last year, and she's also done another lot of tutorials just recently. I think it was last week or the week before, and she's very good with her drop spindle, and I have actually learnt a lot from her. So I don't know, I doubt if she watched, but I will say, if you do watch, Angela, thank you, because the pennies just dropped watching you. The only issue I do have is everybody, when you actually Google YouTube, and you know, there's loads out there that will show you how to use a drop spindle, they all go, you know, spin it hang on, let me look at my clock, clockwise, where I'm left-handed, so I actually use my right hand for my spinning, so I go anti-clockwise. So I don't know if that's going to make any difference. I might have to see if I don't know, perhaps I'll message Angela and see from YarnNYarns and see what if it does make a difference. If so, I'll try and teach myself to do it this way rather than that way. But you know, I couldn't find anything on there for left-handed. Everybody goes, you know, spin it clockwise. So we'll see if I find that it doesn't make any difference. Perhaps I might actually do it, you know, tutorial when I get better, obviously, on the left-handed, you know, because it might be putting people off on to try it because you're left-handed. But you know, I say I'm doing it left and it can be done, so I'm really enjoying it, and it really is soothing. And I just sit up here on my new chair, look, bright orange, I love my new chair, on my new chair, and you know, just as I say, 10-15 minutes I'll do a bit of spinning on my spindles, and it is just so relaxing and so satisfying. And it's fascinating as well, you know, to see something, you know, coming to life from a piece of fleece. It's lovely. But as I say, you know, when I do get a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more better with it, I will be going. I'm hoping by next year, where fingers crossed, if all the shows are back on, I'll go to John Arbon, because I know that they every show, when I've been to shows, I see that they do have the fleeces and that, and I have used their yarn and that in the past, and I do like them as a company. So yeah, well, I'll keep you in contact, you know, informed on that one. Okay, so that's the knitting and the spinning. Right then, so now we'll go into sewing and dressmaking. Well, as you can see here, I have made my top. I did say a fortnight ago that I was going to be making a top. Let's prompt you up there. Right, the pattern is a new look, and it's a K6434, and it's easy. It was free in a magazine, but I normally get these ones from charity shops, so I would have bought it from a charity shop, but it was originally free from a magazine. But I think this actually is current. I think I've seen this in the catalogues at work. As I say, that was a long time ago. I don't know what's you know, what the new season is, but very easy little top. Thoroughly enjoyed making it. This is just a little piece of 100% cotton. It's not a craft cotton, obviously. It's a poplin, 100% cotton, but it's obviously thinner. It's got little splits here at both sides, and it's also got a little gap at the back, and I popped a little blue button and a little bit of ribbon because that's all I had. It's really weird actually, because you know, I'm making stuff that of things that I really didn't realize I had. The only issue I have got with it, which next time I will be changing, I prefer a garment with a facing, so I'm going to draw out a facing and make my own, because in the pattern it actually is bound with bias binding, and I only had beige but you know, it's supposed to be inside, you're not supposed to see it anyway, but I do prefer a facing. It has got little darts here at the side, but it's a lovely fit. I'm really pleased with it, and I do have some other fabric where I'll probably be making a couple of others. So yeah, I would say it's got easy on it. I would say it'd be really good for a beginner, on the fact that the neck is bound. You know, you haven't got to worry about facings or nothing. Button the sleeve in was just your little gathers, you know, to pop it in. But yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I really am. Also, right, let me get up. Ooh. I don't know if I could, let me see if I can tilt you down. This skirt I made last year, and this piece of fabric I got from in Edinburgh, when Angie and I was in Edinburgh, from that lovely little fabric shop. And it is a comfortable little skirt. I know, obviously, I think I actually added pockets in this. I don't think the actual original pattern had pockets. Now on the pattern, I have got a single placket. Right, sit down again, and then I'll get you back up and I'll show you the pattern. Right, okay. I've chosen the single placket, but on the pattern you can have a single or a double. Yet again, I know this was from the charity shop, but I don't know if you can actually get these. It's a Jennifer Lauren exclusive pattern from Jennifer Lauren. But as I say, on the pattern you can actually have a double or a single, and I chose the single. Lovely little pattern. All I did was added the pockets in, and I think what I did for the pockets is I actually googled free pocket pattern, and these ones came up, and they are really a nice size and shape, and I just printed it off, and I've used them actually for quite a lot, so I'm really pleased with that. But yeah, to say, it's the Crusader skirt, yeah, as I say, and it's a Jennifer Lauren exclusive, and I love it. This is a little bit of a stretch fabric I have got here. It's got a little bit of elastine in the, it's like a denim cotton. I know it's a cotton, but it feels a little bit like a light denim, but it's not a chambray. It's hard to explain actually. Originally I brought it to make another pair of milers, and I thought, well, all these flowers on, because they're dungarees, I might look a bit funny. Anyway, so yeah, so I chose to make the skirt instead. But as I say, I'm really pleased with it, really pleased, and I did make this last year. Okay, so now we will go in, that's the dressmaking, so now we will go right into the sewing. Now, if you remember a few episodes ago, I mentioned with cross stitch that let's have a look, where are we? Here we go, hashtag be well and stitch. A lot of the designers are actually putting up free patterns. Well, they're still doing it, bless them, they really are. And I actually did do, obviously, a hands-on designs. Kathy Federman, I can't remember, never get her last name, do I? Anyway, and I actually made one, and I did show you, and on, was it the weekend, this weekend I think it was, I thought, right, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something with this, and I've made it into a project bag for my cross stitch. I'm really pleased. So this is her Choose Happy Be Well, and what I did is I've initialed it there, and put the date, because obviously it represents the what's going on at the moment. Inside I have the green, and obviously on the back I put one of my little labels. But as I say, I am really pleased with the way this turned out. And then I thought to myself, well, I've got a nice posh bag now, I think I'm going to have to do something else to keep my bits in. So I made a rope bowl. Now I did this technique about, it's got to be about 10 years ago, for a sample for work. But what I did is I got some rope, and I got some now was it 2-inch, might have been 2-inch scraps, or 2 or 1.5-inch scraps, and just joined them all together, and I wrapped it around the rope, and then I did it with the zigzag the same way. And I actually made a yarn bag, a bag for your projects, a big one with handles. They've still got it on display at work now. And I thought, well, no, I'll just make a little bowl. And I've just shown my daughter this. We just had a video chat, and she's actually said, oh Mum, can I have a couple of them for my room, because she want to put hair stuff and that in it. So at the bottom, because I had a little piece of Liberty, so I bought a little piece of Liberty Lawn, just sat there at the bottom, obviously my little label. And I'm really pleased with the way it turned out. I might have to make myself a couple of others, and I just pop in, there we go, my cross stitch bits, and they just sits by the side of me, and I can just get bits and bobs out. So that's my sewing and my dressmaking, and I'm really pleased with the way that one came out, because the last ones I've done, I did do the clear, and I don't know, I think I seem to like the ones better like this. And if I want to know what I've got, because I'm normally I only like really do one project at a time. I know I've got my months of the year all set out. I think I'm up to May, I think now, but they're little bits. That's ones that I can just keep on top of. And then I've got this for me bigger bits, and I thought, well, all I've got to do is just put a tag on there really, and just write in what project's in it. And yeah, but I do like that, and I think with it being cross stitch as well, so I'm really pleased with that. And now, oh yes, what I will do out of here, I will go on to actual cross stitch. As you all know, I'm making this big piece here, and on Instagram last week I did put on a picture of my little my space, and I did say I was going to hopefully get my second chicken on. Well, yesterday, oh, let's see, let's get that behind there, that's better. I got my second chicken. I've also done a little bit of a tree, and this grass will come along, and then I'll be able to get the truck on. I can't wait to do that truck. I really can't. And there's oh, what's her name? I'll have to put it on the bottom of the screen. There's a lady on FlossTube that her finishes are amazing, absolutely amazing. And her husband has made out of wood a barn, just a barn front, and she's put on a couple of bits for her kitchen, done to finishes. And I said to Glenn, I said, can you make me a barn, because I've got a barn here, just the front of a barn that's flat, and so I can actually display this. And I've got some red and white gingham, and I'm going to make it all, you know, really country. And so he said he's going to have a go, but luckily that's really bugging me now. Her husband apparently is going to put up the measurements of what he used to what he actually did to make this barn front, and I thought that looked really smart. So I'm going to be doing that. And also gosh, when I started showing you my cross stitch, I was using, well, I was using the stand that goes under your leg, and then you put your hoop on it. Well, I brought that, I was in Canada, so it's anything between 1995 and 97, because that's when I actually lived in Canada. And so it's a long time, and obviously I've used it a lot. And the screw underneath here, this part for the clasp, it threaded, it went, you know, just went on me. So we tried to put a new one in, and it wasn't actually the right size shape at the end, so it didn't fit in right. So Glenn turned around, he said, oh, he said, well, you're going to have to put to tighten it up every time is to put a screwdriver underneath, and then screw, you know, then with the wing nut, do it that way. So I was doing it, and it was getting on my nerves. And then one night last week I got it out, and I had it on a smaller hoop, and I don't know if you can see it. Let's have a look. The screwdriver decided to slip and go right through my Ada. I will say the hair was a little bit of a different colour than what it was before. That's all I'm going to say. And it actually is here. I know. There it is. You can just see it there. So, and I thought I hadn't done my chicken. I'd done half of the tree here, and I'd done all this work here. And I thought, I ain't going to unpick all that, or I ain't going to leave it and restart. No way. But I checked the pattern, and there's another tree here, which is this one, and that's right here within this garland, literally right there. So originally I thought, right, well, I won't put the garland in between the two trees, I'll leave that off, but it's a bit of a shame, to be honest. So hopefully this is going to work. What I did is I got a little bit of the tacky glue. I know this is going to sound awful, and on the back I put a little bit, and it dries clear. And at the moment it looks like I should be able to get my needle through, because it hasn't got a hole in it now, to just put some light crosses on top when I actually do it. So I said to Glenn, I said, I ain't risking that every time. I said, that's going to drive me up the wall. So I looked online to see if I could actually get a proper one of those single floor stands that come up, not the ones that are like this one that come up. I'd love one like this, but anyway, I got one like that. And I thought, well, you know, we've got no shows this year, and I'm still saving because I always have my show account, and I thought, you know, blow it, I'm actually going to treat myself. And it's really random. So I phoned the lady up, and she's actually up in the town where my daughter works. And I turned around to her and I went, oh, if you've got a shop up there, I said, and my daughter ain't told me, I said, I'm going to have a right go at her, laughing. And she went, no, don't worry, she, we're online only. She said, ever such a lovely lady. Well, anyway, this was Friday, and I was hoping it was going to arrive before today, but it hasn't. Otherwise I was going to show you my new toy. So but it hasn't, as I say. So I can't wait for it to come so I can crack on with my cross stitch, because at the moment I'm holding it in my hand, you know, and it's not, I like to do my, you know, having two hands to do it. And so yeah, hopefully it will come today. You never know. Last times when I've been waiting for things to come in the post, I've just this minute finished uploading and the blooming doorbell goes. So, you know, hopefully it will arrive today, and then I'll be able to really tuck into this and get this done. Okay, so I think, yep, I think that is about everything when it comes to what I've been up to. Also, my lovely friend Emma, who you know, I've met through YouTube, through my YouTube channel, and I've mentioned her before. And last week I got a lovely surprise in the post, and it was a birthday present, and there was a lovely card. Really pleased with my card. I love my card. And she'd crocheted me. Being a maker, you just love it when people make you things. I think you appreciate them more because you know what's gone into them. And she has made me this beautiful shawl. Absolutely gorgeous. And it's been crocheted. And obviously you can see their granny clusters. And absolutely beautiful. I think she did right. Oh, I thought I'd kept the bit where she's written on it to say what you all should use, but you know what I mean. It is absolutely gorgeous. And you know, in the evenings I'll put it over my shoulders when it gets a bit chilly, and obviously in the winter I will wear it. Oh, 'cause it's so soft. And thank you so much, Emma. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, so see, I've even got here, look, naughty buys, newsstand. What more can I say? I bet it comes this afternoon. Right, okay, now what I have actually come across is, I did not realise that she was doing this, and I don't know how I found it actually. Lorna Bateman, you know I love her book, absolutely love it. And she does a podcast. She does tutorials. Her last one was a certain stitch, and I thought that was so helpful, because I know that she does, you know, write all the instructions very well in her book, but some people are more visual. And she also has a couple on silk ribbon embroidery as well, so definitely head over. It's Lorna Bateman, and on YouTube, and she has got some tutorials, definitely worth looking into. So I feel as if I've actually just flown through all that when I've got everything done. Yeah, I have. So that's me. Okay, mind you, it takes just as long to do the editing, but I don't, you know, I love it anyway. Absolutely love it. So I hope that you're all enjoying the patchwork and quilting tutorials, the ones that are following along. There'll be another one on Monday, and you know all where we are on to the next stage. And that's it really. That's all I can say. I'm going to leave you with you know, a couple of more pictures, and also the video again of the sea this morning, because it was beautiful down there, absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, so that's about it really. So I could say enjoy the weather if you're over here in the UK, and hope you're all having nice weather wherever you are, because I know sometimes over there was a lady I was following on FlossTube actually, was it last week, somewhere in America, and they still had snow. They had snow one day, and then it was nice and sunny again the next. So, because even she said, you know, snow in May, it just seems a bit random. So okay, anyway, I'm waffling now. Let's get you all off to say goodbye, and I've got to go downstairs because I've got the old sourdough out, and I'll be doing warming up, so I'll be doing a loaf today, and I will see you all in a fortnight on here, and I'll see everybody that's following me on my tutorial for the patchwork and quilting on Monday. And happy crafting, keep safe and positive, and take care. Bye bye.